Welcome, my family, my LItecoin family, my YouTube brothers and sisters out there. I hope you guys are doing great. It's December 29th. It's a beautiful day. The turn of the year is coming and going very quickly, I feel like. I'd like to start the night off with a quote from The Big Book of Crypto by James Altucher and Chris Campbell. Liars figure. There's a profound elegance to having math autonomously rule a currency rather than the fallibility of humans. Mathematics is not a matter of opinion. It doesn't care about feelings. It doesn't discriminate by color, gender, or pronouns. Math doesn't have a bad day or stop functioning as it is. It doesn't have a temper. We can't get hooked. It can't get hooked on drugs or doesn't get greedy. It can't be swayed by lobbyists either. It doesn't have weak moments. It can't be cajoled into doing something unsavory in the view of a hidden camera. It can't be blackmailed. It cannot be corruptible. This is an amazing age, you guys. We are truly living, and I believe that this paper right here by Satoshi Nakamoto will basically go down in history, just like Newton's laws of gravity and all the famous scientists. We're looking at this is a piece of history and elegance and a beautiful thing that was a combination of so many other things going on in the 70s, 80s, 90s. A lot of people actually forget that in the 90s, back in the 90s, if you were like into cryptography at all, you were on some like government list. Like Clinton tried to shut that thing down at the very big beginning, and then basically there was a court case. I don't really remember the court case exactly, but there was a court case that basically said that software was actually a freedom of speech and couldn't be censored. So once Satoshi created the paper, he basically set in motion, you guys, this global population, this adoption. Just as it was intended to be used. So this is where we are. You guys, I hope you're excited because the next 10 years, 20 years, we're going to see some really special things out of Bitcoin. And for people that get confused and don't understand what Bitcoin and decentralization actually means to the world, I took a while to figure that out too. It takes about 4 or 5 months if you're like actively trying to figure it out. But this is our current system. So if you guys can explain to me this current system, I tried to map it out at one point, and I'm sorry, this white background is a little blinding. But I'll let you screenshot that if you guys want to try to figure out, how actually money. That's kind of what I've gotten to what money works right now, the US dollar, I mean. So money is a beautiful thing right now. We're living through an age of cryptology and crypto's rise. We are at the forefront of adoption. So anybody that's listening to this video, I congratulate you because you are going to be well off person. As long as you stick with the top, things that are truly decentralized, you're basically good. There's been I wanted to go through. I'm not going to go through a lot of articles with you guys tonight. I just wanted to give you my take on cryptos and how excited I am to actually be here and fortunate that to be in this space and have seen a couple cycles. My earplugs just get thicker as you spend more time in the market because Bitcoin is not going to die despite being dead like 40 times. I did want to go over this real quick. I thought it was really interesting and valuable. This is actually keyword searches from Google, the most popular searched cryptocurrencies in 2022. So, obviously Bitcoin has this huge share. Okay. And that's kind of how I think you guys should be weighted right now in Bitcoin. I do love Sheebs, Shibu. I love that coin too. Ethereum, LItecoin is my baby, but look at where LItecoin is, dude. Sixth place, you guys, sixth place. So people are looking for this thing, and it's Cardano's up there. It's a proof of stake, you guys. So I mean, I really do like proof of work coins. You know, Sheeb is probably one of the only ones that is actually going to be proof of stake pretty soon. So we'll see how Shibarium launches, but you know, I love the popularity. I love the community behind this coin. You know, I do like to see numbers go up. So when the numbers are real far down, you know, that's when we buy. So another actual, I want to put this you guys on this radar. I don't talk about other coins too much, and you guys can fast forward if you want to just look at Litecoin, but I wanted to put this on your guys' radar. This is a coin I really love as well. It's Digibyte. You know, and from top to bottom here, we've had a 96% retracement already on Digibyte. Could it go lower? Yes, but this one is actually more decentralized than any other currency that I even know of, even more than Bitcoin, Litecoin. You know, this is trading at like something like 200, 300th place right now. Digibyte can be farmed and mined on any 5 rotating algorithms. So it can basically be used, you can use the same hardware as Bitcoin, Litecoin to mine Digibyte. You can do it from your computer. The network is truly decentralized, even more so in the mining and the protocols and how, and that's that way. You could argue that it's, you know, negligible, and we don't, and Digibyte doesn't have a sweet meme game, but this is something that cannot be killed. So just, you know, when things down 96%, you know, it's time to start, you know, nibbling a little bit. And so let's get into Litecoin, you guys. Let's see what I'm seeing here. We're on the daily, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the cipher going on the daily. We're getting this pretty massive bearish divergence. So I'm kind of leery of that situation going on right now. And I kind of can see this thing going 2 ways, but basically either way, you know, we're going to continue this breakout. You know, I honestly, I think this breakout will be, you know, like 2025, 2024, but once we break it, we're going to, you know, break this 400 mark. I think we're going to 1,000. So that's just kind of what I think. We might have this like macro double bottom here. It would be crazy. Sorry for my language. It would be crazy to get down to this level again. I don't think that that's kind of like the worst case scenario is at this macro double bottom. I do think this line right here has a good chance of holding. You know, and then the bottom of this trend line is, you know, $53. With the halving coming up, I really think that Litecoin has a chance here to at least come up and test this like 190 level over the next, you know, the course of, you know, the next 5-6 months, July, you know, and then we could see a sell off, you know, after the halving, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news sort of thing. With Litecoin, you also will see Litecoin start leading these rallies, you guys. I mean, if you guys have noticed this, like Litecoin is actually starting to lead these rallies. We're having these pumps out of nowhere. These pumps out of nowhere are the true rallies, you guys. We don't see any news, and they come out of nowhere, and people just, you know, they get to a point where they're just buying at this point. The dollar, we have to look at the dollar, you guys. I don't want to do too much crazy stuff on the dollar, but we are getting this bullish divergence on the dollar. This is on the daily again. So we could have this like relief rally. What everybody's hoping that this is not is a daily bull flag here with a continuation, because the continuation is really far up there, you guys. You don't even want to know. It's like if we start breaking out, it's like it's breaking out this like long term you know, formation. It's going up towards like the, hopefully if it doesn't go up there, that's basically killing everything. If it actually does this, if it breaks out of this triangle and breaks up here and heads towards this like, you know, $135 range, that's basically that's basically what this is going to be. It was like every other country is flooding out of their currency because it's collapsing, and we're going into the dollar, and then you're just going to see this like, you know, swoosh like down, because we're gonna go to something else because everybody's gonna be sick of this situation. So this right here, this downturn on the dollar is where you know, we're all going to get rich here. So if this thing actually, you know, collapses like that, these were the two I have circled. These are the two past bull markets for Bitcoin. So if it does something like that, you guys, we're I mean, this is what I'm talking about here. So the previous two bull markets, just so you know, I've circled them. You know, so these are the ones basically I wanted to know what 2017 what the dollar was looking like, and this is, you know, 2020 what the dollar was looking like. So we had this like little pullback here, and this gave Bitcoin the room to run to 69,000, right? This had room to run to 20,000. So if we see something like, you know, this pump up and then dump, like, yeah, you want to be in cash up until right here, but then you have to be moving your money. So it's unfortunate the way the game works. We always have to move our money. So cheers to moving money around. I don't know if I can drink beer on YouTube, but I am. So I wish you guys luck out there. I'll go back into Litecoin here. I just touched base on a few things. We are seeing minor capitulation. So we haven't had this blue buy dot, at least on the monthly. On the weekly, we're having minor capitulation again. So that's actually pretty interesting. And usually we're waiting for this on the hash ribbons. We're waiting for this blue buy indicator. This is a pretty powerful one with Bitcoin. It works very well, usually. So I think in the past there's been a few like kind of weird calls, like this one was kind of, but even then, like this thing comes on, it dumps, and then you still are in the money. This one, when it comes on, it's kind of this dump, minor capitulation, you know, and you're still in the money. You're still in the money even now. So the one that was a big one was this one right here. I remember this, you guys, when actually we'll go to Bitcoin. I remember this one, you guys. People thought I was crazy when Bitcoin hit 18,000 and then this buy indicator came on. I was like, I remember talking to my friends. I was like, this, you know, the hash ribbons, it turned blue. We're flashing a buy right now at 18,000. And everybody was like, oh, you are crazy. This thing's going to collapse, right? Just rips face. So I think we're sitting on the dawn of a new era. The Bitcoin standard is, you know, slowly going to come into existence here, you guys. This is a work of art. This is a genius at work here, you guys, that's built his empire on the legs of giants. All the cyberpunks out there that helped contribute to this. We are still here, you guys. So be prepared for the third inning. I think, you know, it's going to be a wild ride. And the fact that you're here and you're part of this space already and you're looking into it and trying to understand it, that's what we got to do. The biggest barrier here is education and knowledge, right? So it's not anything else. Like this is the better money. It will prevail. It lets us not use, you know, corrupt middlemen, third party institutions to try to transfer our money and take little slices of the pie along the way. The genie is out of the bottle. And there's no going back at this point. So either you get on the plane or you're going to get relegated to the luggage department here pretty soon. So anyways, you guys, it's still early. I want to say, you know, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Happy New Year's. Be safe. Salute. Lawton out.